I'm finally to the point where I'm comfortable with my body. You know, not all the way. As comfortable as anyone is. I'm sure everyone has something they'd like to change about themselves, but it took me years. I had to adjust. I had to adjust to how people saw me differently, how my body made them see me differently. It didn't start out all bad. I mean, I always knew something was wrong. I don't want to say necessarily that something was missing. There was just something not there. And then it was crazy. And then it was okay. It was alright for a while. Because I was a child in that blissful stage of just childhood androgyny. I had no conception about what I should be, what a man is or should be, what a woman is or should be. There were no roles, no prescriptions to fill, no guidelines to follow. I was just me. And, then puberty starts to roll around, and I start to feel betrayed by my body. Betrayed. Caged. Like being trapped in a cage and not being able to get free. Not a man trapped in a woman's body. I'm really trapped in my body at all, because after my chest surgery, I was able to be free. After testosterone and its changes, and all the effects it had on my body, I've been able to be more free than I ever have been. And I've come to love my body, even though I'm still uncomfortable with parts of it now. But I've learned to see myself as a male beyond that. And I don't know if I'll ever get to that place of full, total, 100% comfort. But I think this is an idea trans people struggle with, thinking that all cisgender people are at that place of 100% happy comfort with their bodies, and they're not. I've come to realize cisgender people have their own really big hang-ups about their bodies. We can sit here and be like, well, we've got it much worse for trans. In a lot of ways, it's very hard because transition deals with things on so many different levels and touches so many aspects of our lives. But they deal with things too. In the end, we're all human, trans or cis, or whatever you want to say. We all have to deal with the struggles of being human. And I just would like people to understand that being trans is just another way of being human, and there's nothing to be afraid of. Trans men are men, trans women are women, and it's okay if you don't feel like either. I saw a photo come up on a blog recently, and it said, I wasn't born in the wrong body, I was born in the wrong society. I think a lot of this pain, this discomfort, this dysphoria we feel regarding our bodies is brought on by society, because society tells us what it is that makes us a real man or a real woman, or what we're supposed to be, or how we're supposed to be it, and how a man or a woman is supposed to act. And we try so hard to live up to that, these false expectations. But really, if we try to live up to cisgender people, or heteronormative expectations, or just any kind of social mores, we're just limiting ourselves as trans people, as humans, and preventing the world from learning from that vast, rich experience that we've had. It doesn't mean you have to be out. You can be stealth and still speak from this place of experience. Just everything you had to go through, and not necessarily from a gender or sexuality standpoint. Just, what it's like to be ostracized, what it's like to be different, what it's like to be a little bit outside the box and not in with the main crowd, and you can feel that pain for someone else, whether they're an outsider because they're differently abled, or they're a person of color, or whatever it is. I think we can understand struggle, and I think that's why LGBTQ people are often activists, even if not for LGBTQ issues. We just identify with that struggle, and just not being able to fit in a box and not really wanting to, and we bear the weight of the world on our shoulders. It took me a while to get comfortable, to get used to my new body. It didn't come fast, it didn't come easy. The changes from testosterone happened so fast, they were sometimes overwhelming. My new voice, my flat chest, it was just different. Waking up from surgery without these things on my chest that didn't cause me as much dysphoria as my lower half does, but still, when I woke up from surgery, it was just so freeing. So much. it felt like the weight of the world was lifted off my chest. Pun intended. But just to be able to go out on the beach and be shirtless and skate down the street shirtless and soak up the sun and just feeling good, you know, like, it's an amazing thing. It's not something I used to. A dark cloud used to always follow me, but I feel like transition has set me free, and I'm free in my body now. And it's an amazing thing. It's amazing to feel this comfort in my body, especially lately. I'm seeing a lot of my non-trans friends being uncomfortable in their bodies and seeing their struggles. It's just a comforting thing, an amazing thing, a triumph to be at this place, in this body, my body. And this like yard man walked by. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh no, it doesn't matter no more.